Since when did reading become suspicious? The question sliced through the noise of a busy Arlington street. Talia Brooks, a confident black woman with a body built from strength and discipline, clutched her tote as a white officer loomed over her. His tone dripped with mockery. Books? For someone like you? Laughter flickered from bystanders, but Talia's stare didn't waver. No one knew she trained men like him to stand tall, and to never abuse their badge. So when he reached for her bag, the lesson was about to begin. A siren wailed in the distance, blending with the sound of a zipper tearing open. The noon sun burned over Arlington streets. Talia Brooks, a confident black woman with a curvy frame, walked out of a bookstore clutching a tote bag. A police cruiser screeched beside her. "Hey! You paid for that?" Officer Cole Harper shouted. Talia froze. "Excuse me. You people always play innocent. Open the bag." Pedestrians turned, phones lifted. She whispered, "Steady, you're making a mistake." He sneered, "A woman like you reading? That's the mistake." The crowd murmured, something sharp had just been unleashed in the middle of daylight. Talia's hands trembled slightly as she unzipped her tote under his glare. Inside were only a paperback novel, a wallet, and a half-empty bottle of water. Cole still wasn't satisfied. He grabbed the bag and dumped it onto the hood of his cruiser, the book sliding onto the concrete. A little girl nearby gasped, clutching her mother's hand. Talia crouched to pick up the book, her fingers brushing the torn cover. The sight hit harder than she expected. This story was her late father's favorite, a reminder of his voice reading by candlelight. Cole barked again. "Step back." Hands visible. Her voice cracked but stayed composed. "I've done nothing wrong." "Then prove it." The phones around them recorded every word, but no one stepped in. Talia stood in silence, her breathing slow, eyes glassy with contained fury. The officer's authority felt like a wall closing in, cold, heavy, and absolute. She looked straight at him, tone low but steady. "You think respect is yours to hand out?" Cole smirked. "Lady, respect is earned." Her lips parted slightly, almost smiling. "Then you're about to learn something new." For a moment, the crowd went quiet, sensing something in her gaze had shifted. The energy had changed, but no one yet knew why. Cole's patience snapped. "Hands behind your back," he barked, reaching for his cuffs. Gasps rippled through the crowd as he seized her wrist, twisting it too hard. Talia winced but didn't fight. "You're detaining me for reading," she said softly, the calm in her voice cutting sharper than anger. "Don't play smart," he growled. "You fit a description." The words hung like poison. Phones tilted closer. A man muttered, "Always the same excuse." Cole shoved the bag aside and unzipped a pocket, pulling out a slim black ID card. His face faltered as he read the embossed letters, United States Navy, Advanced Training Division. "That's mine," Talia said, her tone suddenly commanding. "Keep reading." He hesitated. Under her name was a title that made his jaw tighten, Instructor, SEAL Qualification Program. The crowd erupted. "She's military," someone shouted. Cole's fingers trembled. That doesn't mean." She took a slow step forward, reclaiming the card from his hand. "It means I trained officers to protect, not to humiliate civilians. You remember that course, Sergeant Harper? You failed it twice." The color drained from his face. The crowd went silent, waiting for the final blow. Talia stood tall, her shadow cutting across the cruiser's hood. The same crowd that once watched in silence now formed a ring of quiet judgment. Cole's radio crackled uselessly at his side. "You humiliated me in front of everyone," she said evenly, "but what you really did was expose yourself." He stammered, I was just doing my job." "Your job?" Her tone hardened. "Your job is to serve, not target. You used your badge as a weapon." She raised her phone, the screen already recording. You're being documented now, officer. Every word, every action. Cole's lips parted, but no sound came. The authority in his stance had crumbled. Talia picked up her torn book, brushed the dust off, and held it to her chest. Knowledge, she said quietly, isn't dangerous. But ignorance in uniform is. The line rippled through the crowd like thunder. Phones lifted higher. Cole lowered his head. The power he once carried was gone, replaced by the weight of his own silence. Talia turned to leave, sunlight glinting on her ID badge as she walked away. A child's voice broke the hush behind her, soft, awed. "Mom, she's a real hero, isn't she?"